Justice, when the extra point gets blocked, what was your perspective on it? You know, what's going through your head when you kind of know that it's over?
Yeah, I was right there on the 20-yard line. Obviously, great play by Scotty to get in the end zone there. And then obviously it's kind of like one of those last things in your mind because that's how the overtime rules work. You know, okay, yeah, you scored, but there's always the PAT. And it's just like you think about it, but you don't give much attention to it. I was like, okay, yeah, obviously if it gets flopped, we lose, but that's not gonna happen. And then you know, it happens. And you're like, oh shoot. And then, yeah, I mean, it's definitely a immediate heartbreak because, you know, you think about all the seniors, you know, all the work you put in up to this point, and to have it go out like that, yeah, it definitely hurts.
You guys, big question for both of you, but big one before the season was matching up in the lines, being able to win the trenches. How do you feel like you guys now stack up against the Dakota States, teams like that on both sides of the line?
Yeah, obviously that was a big one coming into this off season. And yeah, I think both sides of the ball we put in a tremendous amount of work to answer that. But obviously it's a shame that we came up short to both Dakota teams this year. But I felt like, you know, we did a good job matching them. You know, if not being a little more physical than them. But obviously, you know, still work to be done because it didn't give us over the hump. So still work to do.
Yeah, I agree with Justice. If you turn on the film, you're not going to see somebody being over-dominated. I think we played well in the trenches and we improved a lot from last year, and I feel like we deserve the respect that we need. But besides that, it was a physical game and they're a good team.
Justice, when Tommy goes down, what's it like to try to stay in it mentally after that? And how were you guys able to do that?
Yeah, obviously, like Coach was saying, Tommy's just a warrior. You know, it's always like you feel like a pit in your stomach when something like that happens. But obviously, you know, Tommy wouldn't want us to, you know, just fold, you know, give up right then and there. It's just something that just isn't in Tommy's blood. So obviously, yeah, you kind of have to regroup, understand, you know, already where we're at in the game plan. You know, what's next up on the schedule in terms of game plan calling. And obviously, you know, it's nice when you have such a gifted quarterback in Sean Chambers. So it's definitely not, you have to think too much about it.
Sebastian, no one gets knocked out and then comes back in and then, I mean, just played incredible. Can you just talk about what he brought when he came back in, especially in the second half?
Yeah, Nolan's a leader on this team, and we have all the most respect for him, and we knew he'd be back. Just got the wind knocked out of him for a second. None of the defense flinched or was shocked by it. We knew Nolan was going to be okay, and we were glad that he was able to come back and make such a big impact on his team like he does. Yeah, no surprise there.
Sebastian, what were you guys kind of seeing up front today? I guess how effective you guys were in the pass rush, and like Nolan, Brody, kind of all you guys up front.
Yeah, I feel like it may not look like it, but I feel like we stopped the run pretty well, especially their inside zone and pin pull. In the pass game, I feel like we could have been a lot better. Cam Miller had a bunch of time to sit in the pocket and throw the ball, but there was times where we had pressure and we did get off the field, so that was good. But besides that, I feel like we played good up front, and I'm proud of those guys today.
How do you guys feel? I mean, at this moment, I'm sure it's tough, but going into next season, how optimistic, with so many guys set to come back, how do you guys feel about this, your chances next season?
I feel good. I feel like a lot of guys are ready and motivated. This is all the motivation we need. So as soon as we can get back to work, is what we're going to be doing.